Okay, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Heyo, I'm a boy. Duh. And welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club, part 20.
20 parts.
Yeah, man.
It's a long game.
I mean, we're kind of.
I know.
It could have been 11 parts.
It could have been.
But we wanted to get a good ending.
We wanted 100% this.
We wanted to see everything. All right. It's already Sunday. Sunday! I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself that there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been even texting each other occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left club early the other day.
But meh, who cares?
Who the fuck cares about Sayori, though? I'm hanging out with Yuri! It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, Baka. I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me?
Yes.
Yes.
Her feelings aren't real.
I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her, I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit to simply entering each other's houses like we were family. You know what? I don't care about Sayori's feelings. We've already been through this. Okay. Alright, fuck you, Sayori.
I suppose that's true.
I assume that...
Hey,
me.
Me time.
Me.
I didn't think of that for some reason.
It should be common sense to do that, but I decide to ignore it. Something. I don't know. What is... We'll just read in here. Alright. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach the house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic.
Yuri.
Ah, thank goodness.
You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time?
No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell.
You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. You know, so I wouldn't have to listen to Sayori shit. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you.
That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well?
Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious.
It's so clean.
Haha, I cleaned it before you came over, so...
That's very considerate of you.
No. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here.
Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean.
That would be even more embarrassing. A girl cleaning my room? Preposterous.
Leave the sewing to the women.
Wait, don't look in there.
I snatch Yuri's wrists, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine.
I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out.
It's fine, it's fine.
I let go of Yuri's wrist.
I felt her wrists.
I felt her blood.
They felt a little weird.
She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them.
So, should we get started?
Yes. I have a few things planned that you could help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements.
Atmospheric enhancements?
Augmentations. You know.
Augmentations? Are they
Mood
experimental
lighting,
logs?
aromatherapy candles.
Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far.
Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I am determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more.
Moi.
More.
You and I aren't friends anymore.
More.
You fuck llamas. It's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person.
Ah, intense?
I guess that's the best way to put it.
Sorry, is that a bad thing?
I had to take a drink.
No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually.
Is that so? That makes me feel relieved.
And
kind of happy. Kind of happy.
Good. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little.
Relax.
I don't know the meaning of the word.
I brought some things for
Hey,
relaxation.
someone's playing Chinese cartoons.
Overwatch.
Playing Overwatch.
Overwatch?
Chinese cartoons. That's you.
I said that already.
Oh, I wasn't listening.
I was
too
going to
busy
use
staring at your ever-growing boobs.
once you entered the room. I was going to use them during the poetry event.
Your boobs?
Inflation for me.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Good ale. Let's see.
Yuri rummages through her bag.
Ale.
Good ale. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. This is my dildo.
I named it Mjolnir.
I named it Bisky.
I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you?
Yeah, that would be really neat and dark. What's that wooden thing, though?
Oh, this?
My dildo.
It's a diffuser for essential oils.
Essential lollies, like Natsuki.
Like Natsuki. Grinded up Natskis. How familiar are you with aromatherapy?
Not familiar at all, because I'm a protagonist that doesn't know shit.
Ah, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or the herbs you use, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, and reflection. It's almost like magic.
Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole in the top.
Dude, this vapor is awesome.
Dude, I'd give my left nut to breathe an entire night of this.
How's it going, dude?
Wow, it smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for?
Weed.
This is a weed essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right?
Yeah, like weed.
Yeah, it's a good way to describe it.
I chose Yasmin for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Yasmin enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think this will be perfect for sharing our poems?
It does sound suitable. I don't have any opinions other than agreeing with you. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything.
Wow.
I don't know anything.
Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon.
What are those for?
Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get?
Yeah, I have it over here in my ass.
We won't be using the paper for origami.
Then what did I get them for?
I thought we were going to be murdering children and leaving flowers on their chests so that FBI agents could come looking for them and overdose on blue cocaine.
Origami.
Origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them.
A couple of 100 of them.
Oh yeah? What would those be used for?
I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway at the classroom.
That sounds really gay.
Well, maybe I'll just leave. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create the doorway.
That sounds really complicated.
Unnecessary. Wouldn't that be unnecessarily viewed? It would also catch the eyes of those passing by the room, who aren't already distracted by the dumplings next door. It may attract some to peek inside to see if there's dumplings.
That's so creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri.
It doesn't seem there's that many different things here. Is that so?
Yeah.
Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you'd put it.
Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Do you want to just, skip until we have to tell Sayori that we don't love her?
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems like nothing's different.
Yeah,
this time.
skip time. Bye! It's a lot more animated when... Oh, hello. Oh, wait. Okay.
You'll always be my dearest friend.
Sayori, you'll always be my dearest friend. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monika told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were.
I see.
Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression.
She's in the bone zone. In the bone zone.
In the bone zone.
Is this what it feels like to be stabbed in the chest?
Yuri will tell you all about that.
Oh, God. I should write a poem about this.
Sayori.
It's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know, you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. So I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just wanted to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Bisky. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So...
Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off.
Sayori!
Look at that waveform.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done.
Except completely lie about my feelings for her.
Yeah, the most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much.
No, it's not. That's clearly not enough.
Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monika, I'm sure the event will be great too.
This makes me want to download this game and just see if there's actually anything different if you, really fuck up what you would normally, go through.
Yeah. Bisky! You're the first one here! Thanks for being early!
That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now.
Monika is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones that she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monika would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you.
Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder.
I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. Maybe you could have prevented her death. You should take a little responsibility for her, Bisky. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know?
So
Exchange? Monika, you know about that?
Of course I do. I'm the club president after all.
But
I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? That makes me really seem like the bad guy here. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right?
Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so...
Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think.
Eh?
Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice.
Yeah, sure.
I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks.
Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously, as Natsuki always says.
Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice.
What's this?
I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Yeah, I read this already. What is this? Reading
it's
the
so
poem,
good!
I get a pit in my stomach. Bisky? What's wrong?
Nothing.
This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that...
I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so...
Well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. Are we gonna save here?
I'd save at the door.
What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door.
And I'd save right here.
Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to save here. We're not going to stop the part yet because it's very short still. At least for a Doki Doki part.
Uh-huh.
He's going to skip this whole thing. I'm just going to real quick go through Natsuki's route, and then we're going to experience my nightmare again. So we'll see you when we're done with Natsuki.
I guess we'll go back to this specific one then on page 2. I guess we have to remember it's just this one.
Yeah, it's...
And then we'll continue on.
This one and this one. Well, why not just continue it with Natsuki?
We could do that too.
Yeah. Alright, so what was the thing that we're on? I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. That's where we'll stop for when I go to go through Natsuki. Okay. Main menu. Yes. Alright.
Alright, let's hope.
Okay.
I hope this is the right way.
We're back. So we did the Natsuki route, but we're back in our Yuri save file because we want to see if it does anything different in Act 2. Probably not, but why not? Why not try things? So, I'm not ready to go through this again.
It's not too bad.
I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in.
Sayori?
She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Hold on.
Wait.
I thought of something. We're gonna go to another save file. We're gonna go to this one.
Okay. Oh, you wanted to hear what he would say if you were actually dating her?
If we were actually her boyfriend. Alright, Sayori, she really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. Can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. There really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? So it's slightly different.
It's slightly different.
It's slightly different. In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door.
Sayori, wake up, dummy.
Hang on, wait. Let's be super safe and have all of them get up to this point and then save.
Okay. I'll do there's no response. Okay.
And then load game.
Ah, God.
We should go back to Yuri, though.
Okay. Is that what we stopped on?
I believe so.
Okay.
No, there was no response, actually, but
Oh, yeah.
it's fine. I guess we're good. No response.
This is just prolonging my
Yeah,
fucking
it's
torture. You're doing this on purpose.
I want to be thorough.
I know.
Sayori, wake up, dummy. No response. Save.
Okay.
Alright, now
This
load
was
back.
The Yuri one.
Yeah.
Okay. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door.
Do you want to prolong it even? Oh.
I still hate it. I still hate it.
She even left her ribbon on.
At least she looked nice while she hung herself. Oh, God. Apparently this was chapter 5. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession? This has to be what pushed her over the edge. I want to go back to the Sayori one. I want to know what he says. He probably says something different because he didn't turn down her confession.
Probably.
Fuck it. I'll go through it again. Damn it! I can't! Oh, it's already... Alright.
Wow.
Okay. Okay!
Okay.
We're back in Act 2, baby. Let's save
But we
our
didn't
game.
we didn't actually go through.
Hmm?
Oh, we didn't actually like. Well, this is page 2.
Oh. There.
But yeah, so we didn't like go through the text boxes until like it crashed. We actually ended up trying to load back to Sayori
Yeah.
after the fact.
Yeah.
And it just made us start a new game anyway.
Yeah.
And got us up to here.
Okay. Whew. Well, I'm fucked up.
1/4. 1/4.
One-
1/4.
Oh, wow. Fuck it, let's
Alright,
just go to the
let's
first poem writing, I guess.
Yes.
I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is You Shoot a Duck, my neighbor.
You shoot a duck.
my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let You Shoot a Duck catch up to me. It's Monokuri. You know, that's kind of interesting now that I think about it.
Monokuri ski.
No, Natsuki wasn't in that at all. That's kind of interesting because Monica and Yuri are like the two people that people theorize are like the psychic ones.
I've actually been like looking at like the theory and thing and such, and like
Yeah.
I was looking at the string like I was looking at the strings and like what they say about it, like how it seems like Yuri's controlling all of them.
Yeah.
Personally, from my point of view, when I look at it, I don't get the sense that she's being controlled by it.
I get the feeling that she's outside of it.
No. Well,
Almost.
Yeah, well,
Not,
that's
and that
interesting.
Monica's controlling everything.
I get the feeling that the string represents the urge to kill, and that since it's tied around everybody's negative, like, traits and shit.
Yeah.
But it's not fully, like, fucked them up, because all of them would have been fine. You know? They're like, they all seem like normal enough people without, like, the red string and shit, but without, like, for Yuri's case, she actually, from what it seems like, she actually has, like, a bit more of, like, I guess, familiarity with, like, blood and shit. And so, from what it looks like to me, it's not like she's trying to control everybody with the red string, but rather the red string is actually getting inside of her and actually successfully, like, going through her.
Interesting.
That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. You're still a dickhead, Bisky.
And that's it.
The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation.
Clubs.
There really aren't any that interest me. Besides,
Political parties.
Political
I guess I'll join the leftists this year.
Besides, most of them will probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Bisky?
Monica?
Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. Right?
We're in the same class.
It's been a while, right?
Yeah, it has.
Well, I'm assuming this is like the first day of school. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. You know, that's kind of interesting that she's able to, like, rewrite the script, and she's always described as, like, beautiful and perfect.
Yeah.
Basically, completely
It sounds like what
out of my league.
anybody with their OC character would do.
Yeah. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little...
What did you come in here for, anyway?
Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there are any construction papers in here? Or markers? Or anything?
I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right?
About that, I actually quit the debate club.
Really? You quit?
Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it.
In that case, what club did you decide to join?
Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club!
Literature?
The Doki Literature Club.
The Doki
Only one Doki. One less Doki.
One less Doki.
That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far?
It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring.
Well, I could see that.
But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Wait, really?
Manga.
Mangos?
Yeah, it's funny, right? She's always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Bisky. By any chance, are you still looking for a club
girl?
to join?
I mean-
girl? Boy? A boy?
I mean, I guess so, but...
In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could do at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica?
Sure, I guess I could check it out.
Ah, awesome! You're really sweet, Bisky, you know that?
It's nothing, really.
Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important.
Ooh.
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. We all know that smile.
Yeah, totally.
I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom
I
door.
can't wait to see the Easter egg. Oh.
I'm back! And I brought a guest with me.
Go.
Shit.
You're okay. Huh? A guest?
Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Bisky. All words escape me in this situation. This club...
It's full of a grubba bubba.
So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right?
Oh, fuck.
She wishes.
What? No, I'm not.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president.
It's nice to meet you.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki.
Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you.
So I ran into Bisky in a classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great?
Wait, Monica! Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know.
Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him.
In that case, I should at least make some tea, right?
Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Bisky? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki?
Well, I guess.
Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle.
You'll keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
So Bisky, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Well,
Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that.
mangoes?
I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that could change.
What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile.
Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
Fucking philosophy's coming. My favorites are usually novels that build deep, complex fantasy
Here comes the
worlds.
philosophy.
The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me.
And don't forget the jerking ourselves off.
And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Just like this. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of
Books!
not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things.
Here we go.
Stories with deep psychological elements usually amuse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you in a loop?
Sorry, I'm jerking myself off.
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once.
I desperately grab something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well have been having a conversation with a rock. I expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality.
Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I too enjoy Junji Ito.
I hate horror.
Oh, why's that?
Well, I just...
Not cute.
Not scared.
It's not cute.
It's the thing I said last time. It's like,
I hate horror.
why is that?
Scary.
Scary. Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
That's the next thing, man. We gotta make a cute horror story.
Never mind.
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! And give that back!
Fine.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Yuri steps in and says, I write poems too. Me too.
I do too! Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet.
No, they're both fighting for it, but then Monica changes Bisky's ability to hear them, and he just reacts by. The other two said something, but I couldn't
Understand what they were saying.
I couldn't understand what they were saying over the sound of Monica being really good at making poems, apparently.
I couldn't hear them over the sound of how enticing Monica is. I understand.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must, God damn it. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I don't wanna.
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea! How about this?
Huh?
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone's even. I thought it was a good idea.
Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate to get in there. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step to take for us. Do you agree as well, Bisky?
Hold on, there's still one problem.
Eh? What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time.
I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and,
I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But...
I'm sorry, I thought...
The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Bisky. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival...
Spelunky will find us!
I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls...
Right. Okay, I
every
decided
day with
that.
this beautiful girl.
This, Monica. I'll join the literature club.
One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Bisky?
Yeah, it could be fun, right?
You really did scare me for a moment.
I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed.
Bisky, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay?
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Bisky, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah.
Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set.
I guess I'll be on my way then.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. You know what I should do that would be really funny?
What?
What's the song at the end called? Your Reality? Right?
Is it called Your Reality?
I think that's what it's called. It's called Your Reality. Or something like that. I should do a cover of the song in my Monica voice. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki,
Monica,
Yuri,
and Monica.
and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club?
With Monica?
Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to Monica.
Monica!
All right. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good
Monica
fortune
will find me.
And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight for Monica. And that's where we're... Oh, a special poem. Shit. Hold on. So this is going to be one of the 3 random poems that's going to choose for us. Because it's random every time.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Let's see what we got. I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'd rather keep this up until I blow my cover and someone takes me to the emergency room. What?
I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been.
You know, we were theorizing that Sayori's writing these, but is it also possible it could be someone else?
I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. Meaning that someone's going to...
You know who it might
telling
be?
her to go,
This might be Yuri.
could be Yuri.
I'm thinking Yuri because, like, at the end of
Sure,
Act
oh my
2, they
God.
start talking about how Yuri should go see therapy.
They should, yeah.
But what does it mean by I blow my cover? Huh.
Maybe she's trying to hide her, like, her murderous intent. Or
Maybe.
murder, like, her, yeah.
Alright.
That's probably what it is.
Theorize.
Because you could be happy being
Bottles
very
of-
murderous. Anyway,
Yes.
go ahead.
Alright, well, we're going to continue this next time. I'm Bottles.
I'm Mori.
See you next time. It deleted
It
my
deleted
save file.
the save file.